So basically, we've seen this before. This lesson is basically to focus on graphing graphing quadratic in vertex form. We've talked about transformation, right? It's not something you do. So what does A do to your graph? A represents what? It does represent the direction of opening, right? If it's positive, it opens up. If it's negative, it opens down, right? But what else does it represent? That's right. So A represents the vertical compression. And stretch. What does K represent? This one. Vertical translation. So that's up or down, right? What does H represent? Horizontal translation. And that will be which way? And then from the general equation, which is y equals ax minus h squared plus k, what letters represent your vertex? H and K, in order, right? H, K, that gives you your vertex. Good. Do you guys remember the step pattern? Yes. 1, 3, 5. You remember that the A value affects your step pattern? Yeah? So, this is what we're going to do here. Okay, we're going to graph using the step pattern. So you already know this. You already know this. We're just going to reintroduce. So, looking at this, y equals negative 4, x minus 3 squared plus 5. How can you graph this? Where do you start? From the vertex. And what is your vertex?
Oh, sorry. Positive 3 and positive 5.
That's right. So, to start with it, to graph, you're going to have to plug the vertex, which is h and k, by determining the horizontal and vertical translation. So the horizontal translation here is 3 units to the
right.
To the right. Vertical translation is 5 units up. Okay? So the vertex is three, 5. Does anyone not know why it's positive 3, 5? So it's always opposite to what you see inside that bracket. Okay? So the vertex is 3, 5. All right. So if I want to locate, so this is the different steps that we're using, but you guys, we're gonna have when you graph, you don't do 3 steps, right? You put it all together. But I'm basically breaking it apart for you. So locate the vertex. So that's 3, 5. So this is my vertex. Now, after you locate your vertex, you're going to look at your step path. What's your A value here?
Negative 4.
-4. So my step pattern, which used to be 1, 3, 5, is going to be what?
Negative 4. Negative 4.
Yeah? Okay. The A value is -4. Right? So I have to multiply the 1, 3, 5 by the A. So it's going to be -4 times 1, -4 times 3, -4 times 5. So that gives me my step pattern of -4, -12, -20. That being said, I'm going to start at the vertex and go where? Where do I go from my vertex?
Because it's a negative, you have to
Yeah, so how much do I go down first?
4.
I go down 4 over 1 to both sides. You guys remember that? Okay. So the vertex is at 3, 5. So to go down 4, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over 1. It's going to be right here.
Why are we going down 4? Because that's 8.
Because a is -4, and then when you multiply -4 by 1, that gives you -4. Remember your old pattern is 1, 3, 5, right?
Yeah.
But because a value, which is -4, that -4 multiplies to the step pattern. So it becomes -4, -12, -20. It's not 1, 3, 5 anymore. Okay? So you take your vertex and then you go down 4 over 1 to both sides. Okay? So down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1 and over 1 to both sides of that.
Why over 1?
Because it's always over 1.
Oh.
Okay? We make it in a way
Then
that
you go down 12 over 1?
then we're gonna go down 12 over 1, but we're gonna go down 12 from this point, right? So that next point that we found, we're gonna go down 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 over 1. So my next point is going to be right here and right here. Now I'm not gonna have room to fit the other point, so I can stop right here. Okay? Now you guys tell me, do you see a vertical stretch here?
Yes.
Do you see a reflection?
Yes.
Right? Vertical stretch, that means your graph is gonna look narrower, remember that? And my graph here is very narrow, right? Compared to what the original graph's gonna look like. Okay, technically I did them in 2 steps, so you guys don't worry about anything over here. Sorry about that, we should have split it. Okay, just don't. Again, remember that you're not gonna use different steps when you're graphing, you're just gonna go right away to this.
What would the third step have been? Just rock
Well, the
over
third
one?
step would have been graphing these 2 points. right? I just did them all at once, I forgot. Does anyone have hand sanitizer? No? Okay. Yeah.
I'm lagging behind. I didn't write
Okay. So you're gonna go to the next page and then you're gonna state the transformation. Remember the example that I showed you? Right here? You're gonna do exactly the same thing. You're gonna state the transformation and you're gonna graph. I want to see the first one when you're done it, so I can release you to do the second one. Okay? So, yeah. Which one? This one? Yeah. I will show you that in a bit, just someone needs this one. That's the one you need?